Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Full Metal, bringing you another episode of MONDOM. I don't know if you watched the last one, but I'm gonna post a link to the last one just so you can watch it, see the gameplay, hear the funny questions and my funny answers, I believe. The first episode I think was pretty funny, and I would appreciate it if you watched it. And make sure you guys submit questions for every Monday episode just so I can have questions to answer. You can either post your questions below in the comment section. You can send me a message on YouTube, and I have my Twitter account linked in the description, so you can follow me on Twitter and ask me questions there. So let's get into it. This is a domination episode. I believe I go 40-5 in this game, and as you can tell, I recorded this game in theater mode, but I wasn't really expecting to do well, so that's why I did it. And I had a game right before this one where I went 21-0, and it didn't record it in theater mode, and I was pretty mad about that, to have a flawless game and to have the game not recorded. Pretty upsetting. I'm using my objective class streak in this one, I'm just domination, so I'm trying to play smart. I got flak jacket on and stuff, using Simtex and C4s, and trying to play as well as defensively as well as offensively, and I think I do a pretty good job in this game. Well, alright, let's get into it. The questions, of course, is MONDOM, so you guys submit your questions, I answer them. So let's get into the first one. Somebody asked me, who's your favorite commentator? On YouTube, I watch a variety of people. I would say like the top people that I watch are Only Use Me Blade, of course, Onslaught, White Boy 7th Street, X Jaws. I pretty much just started watching Wings of Redemption, and he has some pretty good videos. Woody's Gamer Tag, and I know there's one more. Oh, yeah, and T-Mart. I've given him plenty of shout out to my other videos, but as far as my favorite commentator would go, I would say X Jaws. He is who I watch in order to really learn something, learn a different strategy or learn a different class set, or just a different way of thinking about the game. But as far as I would say, the person who I watch the most for an entertainment value is White Boy 7th Street. He is just hilarious. You should definitely watch his videos. Even his cat has a YouTube channel now, and that's funny as well. But yeah, if you would ask me who's my favorite commentator, I would probably say White Boy 7th Street. And besides myself. The next question is, how often do you play? I think this question actually came up a lot, so I decided to answer it. But I don't think I play that often. I mean, maybe when I do play, I'm putting in about hour, maybe 2 hours. And I mean, I have a lot on my combat record. I have 6 days played and a couple of hours. So I mean, that is a lot. If you compare it over to the time frame that the game's been out, I don't really think it's that much. I think it's enough to get a grip of the game and enough to make me a serious player, but not something to make it seem, oh, you have no life, you do nothing but just play video games, you're such a loser. I get a nice stick there. I thought that was pretty awesome. It was actually, I looked back on the theater mode, and it was right on that guy's arm. But moving on. Yeah, and me, when I play, normally if I start losing a lot or I'm just not doing as well, I normally stop playing. That kind of means you're you're going through what I like to call gamer fatigue, and yeah, I just tend to put the remote down, turn the system off, and quit playing. Either watch TV or go outside, do something else. But that's about it. Now, the last question that I got that I'm going to answer for this time, because I didn't get too many that were different that I know I could answer that weren't lame, what's your favorite color or whatever like that. But the last question is, if you could go back in time, who would you like to meet? Now, there's probably a lot of people that would be like, oh, I'd like to meet Abe Lincoln or Thomas Jefferson or Hitler, ha ha ha, I'm so funny. But you know what? For me, I would love to go back in time and just meet myself younger. And if anything, I would like to go back in time and just stop myself from making most of the mistakes that I made. You know, like I'm pretty sure I would listen to myself. You know, like I made a lot of mistakes, and I've done a lot of stuff that got me in trouble or whatsoever, or caused me to lose money and stuff like that. So I would really love to just be able to go back in time and just be like, hey, you know, don't do that. Hey, this is gonna cause you to get in trouble down the line, or hey, this is gonna cause you to lose like a whole bunch of money, or you know, it's gonna cause you to have a whole bunch of problems. I think it would really make me a better person. Anybody else feel like that? You know? No? Okay, moving on. But let me see who else I would like to meet if I could go back in time. I would like to meet my dad. You know, like I don't know if I think I talked about this in another video. You know, I didn't grow up with my dad really. You know, he wasn't really there often. I mean, he would come around when I was younger, but he would never really stay. But I would like to go back in time and meet my dad and, you know, really talk to him and see what type of person he was and what he'd like to do. And, you know, I really don't know too much about him. I know that he was in the army. That's another reason why I joined. And you know, I probably do have a father complex maybe, but it's probably not at the level of some other people who do, you know, because I didn't really know my dad that much. But moving on. I just recently completed my last weekend of drill. You know, I'm in the Army Reserves, and you do 1 weekend a month for 6 years, and I'm done. So I mean, I'm technically still under contract for 2 more years, but I don't have to go do drill anymore, or you know, go there and just mess around and do all that stuff. And I'm really happy to be out. That's another reason why I didn't post any videos from Wednesday until now, because we were there for like 4 days, and this past weekend was like the longest weekend of my life. I thought it would never go by any sooner. But you know, I'm happy to be out. I learned a lot of stuff in the military. It really helped me become who I am now. And you know, to everybody that's in my unit and stuff like that, and all the people I met in the Army, you know, if you're watching this video, I appreciate what you've done for me, and it was nice meeting you, but I'm out of here. I like getting this Makarov kill right here just to get that spot to hide in, but to get my chopper gunner. And you know, I didn't speed through my chopper gunner this time, just to make sure that I had enough time to answer questions as well as ask, you know, answer the questions and then make something up. But I really need you guys to submit more questions this time. You know, I didn't really get too many, so I'm just gonna reiterate that, you know, you guys please post comments for your questions, message me, follow me on Twitter. The link's in the description. Get this gameplay a thumbs up if you liked it, and you know, please try to help make me realize what you guys would like to see. And that's the game, you know, finish 40-5. And I'll see you guys next Monday. Make sure you watch the last episode. Thank you.